Good afternoon, all of you. Is the voice is clear? Okay. Last class, what is the topic that we seen? So last class we seen the instruction cycle. So instruction cycle is nothing but say 1 minute. I will revise this diagram. Instruction cycle is nothing but so a program is nothing but a set of instructions. So to execute each instruction, we require instruction cycle. Instruction cycle is divided into sub cycles. Okay, and now this is the instruction cycle process. Initially, we are starting the instruction. So in general, I have to clear the sequence counter to 0 when you are starting, when you are fetching an instruction from memory. Okay. So clear sequence counter, then the first clock cycle, the timing signal T0 will be active. At that time, whatever address which is PC contains address of the first instruction, that will be transferred to address register. So T0 is completed. Now, in the next clock cycle, T1 becomes active and all remaining timing signals are inactive. Okay? Now, here what we are doing, M of AR. So PC given some address to AR. Now, M of AR means in that particular memory location which is specified by the AR, whatever instruction code is there, that I will transfer to IR. Okay. Then increment PC by 1. So PC plus 1 PC. Now we have to decode the instruction register. So you already know instruction register 15th bit is called as the addressing mode bit. IR 15 bit you have to transfer to I. Then decode the opcode bits. Is opposite. You have to decode the opcode bits 12 to 14 by using a 3x8 decoder. Okay. Then and based on the opcode, particular D line will be active. Okay, if it is 000, which line is active? D0 line will be active. If it is 001, D1 will be active. If it is 111, D7 will be active. But at a time, only one output line of the decoder will be active. So IR 0 to 11 is transferred to AR. Now D7. Now I have to verify D7. Based on the D7 value, I can say that it is a memory reference or register reference. D7 is 0 D7 is 0 means it is a memory reference instruction. And if it is a memory reference instruction, verify I bit. When I is 0, direct addressing mode. When I equal to 1, indirect addressing mode. Okay. I 0 direct addressing means the effective address is present in the instruction code itself. Whereas indirect addressing mode means the instruction code contains the address of the operand. So you have to read the effective address from the memory. So in that AR contains some address. So from that I will get the effective address to AR, then execute the instruction. But when D7 is 1, it may be register or input output instruction. Verify I bit. When I bit is 1 and D7 bit is 1, then it is a input output instruction. Execute that and clear the sequence counter to 0. And once again the process will be repeated. Similarly, if I is 0, it is a register reference instruction and clear the sequence counter to 0. Then once again, the process of instruction cycle begins. Okay. Suppose you want to start the instruction cycle, then execute the instruction halt, HALT. Then the process will be stopped. Okay. D7 bit is 1. D7 bit is 1 means anyone, what is the output that you have to give? If D7 bit is 1, the opcode is 111. The opcode is 111 for both register reference and input output instructions. So whenever 111, if we given, the decoder D7 will be active. When D7 active, it may be register or input output. Then verify I bit. I bit 0 I bit it is a instruction register 15th bit. When it is 0, it is a register reference instruction. When it is a 1, it is input output instruction. Then execute that instruction and clear the sequence counter to 0. Then once again the cycle goes on. Okay. When D7 is 0, it is a memory reference. Because the opcodes, what are the opcodes which are present in memory reference? We can 000 to 110. So if you have confusion, now see the slide, you will understand. Okay. So topic of easy ఉంటుంది చూడండి ఇక్కడ మెమరీ రిఫరెన్స్ కి ఆప్ కోడ్ ఏమో 000 to 110. Okay, whereas register reference ki chudandi output is fixed, that is 111. When it is 111, D7 is active. Similarly, input output also 111, D7 is active, but it depends on the I bit here. When I is 0, it is register reference. When I is 1, it is input output. Whereas memory reference, there is no 111, so D7 never acting for memory reference. Okay. So this one I explained it also. Now we'll see the register reference instruction. These are simple only. So register reference instructions, whether I explained in the last class. Okay, these are simple only. So when register reference instructions are D7, D7 is 1, D7 is 1, then I bar, because I is 0 no, so I bar, then T3. D7 I bar T3 is called as the register reference instruction. So try to remember, D7 is 1. I is 0. I is 0 and I bar on okay. So T3. So D7 I bar T3 is called as the, see here in this diagram, D7 I bar T3 is executing a register reference instruction. Okay. Now D7 is 1, I is 0, and execution starts with the timing signal T3. And what's the BI bit means? It depends on the instruction register 0 to 11 bits. ఇక్కడ చూడండి అమ్మా BI అంటే ఏముందో చూడండి. BI అంటే IR of I. అంటే సపోజ్ B0 అంటే ఏంటి? IR of 0. IR of 0 అంటే ఏంటి? ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ రిజిస్టర్ 0th బిట్. సపోజ్ B1 అంటే IR of ఫస్ట్ బిట్. If B11 అంటే IR of 11 అంటే it is a 11th bit. Okay. So maximum only 11, up to 11 only, 0 to 11. Okay. Now these are the standard commands which are very simple. Okay. First instruction is CLA. CLA ante enti? Clear accumulator. So these are simple. Now you say clear accumulator ante what is the register transfer language present there? Now assume that accumulator contains some value. It may be any value. Now assuming only example, the value it contains, it is 3. Now accumulator contains, assume that 3. Now clear accumulator. After this, what is the value? Anyone? After this, what is the value? Initially it is 3. Now I have to clear the accumulator. So the value is now it is 0. So in exam I will give one question. Accumulator equal to 1010. Perform CLA operation. Then what is the result? So you have to write accumulator equal to 0. Now similarly, next one CLE. CLE ante ento chudandi, clear E register. Suppose I will give E register is 1. E register 1. Then what happens? Clear E. Ante emotundi? E register is 0. Next one CMA. CMA means complement accumulator. Now assume that accumulate CLE ante clear register E. So CLE means clear register E. Then CMA ante ఏముందో చూడండి, మీరే చూడండి, రిజల్ట్ చూసి మీరు చెప్పేది ఈజీగా, కొంచెం చదివితే చాలు. So by seeing this result, complement of accumulator I am storing in the accumulator. Suppose assume that accumulator contains 110. Now execute the instruction CMA. Execute the instruction CMA. Then what is the result in the accumulator? What is the result in the accumulator? CMA. So 110. Now complement accumulator. So what is the answer now? It is 0. So because 1 is inverted to 0, 1 is inverted to 0, 0 is inverted to 1. So this is a complement accumulator. Okay. Similarly, next one CME. CME ante complementer E. Next CIR, CIL. These already you are discussed in the shift instructions. Okay. Try to verify there. CIR ante circular right, whereas CIL ante circular left. So these are the examples also I discussed in shift instructions. Try to verify there. Okay. Then INC. INC ante increment. Now assume that all of you accumulator contain this is the value. What is the accumulator value? Now assume that example 001. Accumulator contains 001. Increment. Then what is the answer? Here increment means increment accumulator. Now can anyone 001 is the accumulator content. Now increment this. Increment ante increment by 1. So what is the answer? 001 ante. Now the answer is 010. This is decimal value is 1. Okay. Whereas this is decimal value is 2. Check the value. So increment increment is nothing but accumulator. Now assume that accumulator contains 001. 001 increment by 1. So 010. So 0011 0102. Okay. Now next one SPA. SPA is nothing but skip if accumulator is positive. Accumulator is positive ante accumulator 15th bit is 0. So the condition is accumulator 15th bit you have to verify. If it is 0, then I have to skip. Okay. PC plus 1 will be stored in the PC. So skip if accumulator is positive. Accumulator positive ante only check 15th bit of accumulator if it is 0. Then next student SNA. Skip if accumulator is negative. So accumulator 15 equal to 1. If accumulator 15th bit is 1 means then you have to skip the next instruction. PC plus 1 you will store in the PC. Next SZA. SZA ante cheppandamma. Now SZA is important. Okay. SZA ante if the total accumulator is 0, accumulator is a 16-bit register. SZA means if the accumulator is 0, then do PC plus 1 into PC. Okay. Here we are not checking accumulator of 15th bit. Entire accumulator I have to check whether it is 0 or not. When it is 0, PC incremented by 1. Whereas last two previous instructions only I am checking the 15th bit of accumulator. Increment by 1. Then SZD. SZD got the same. SZA and SZD both are same. Here it is accumulator, here it is the E register. So when E register is equal to 0, okay, then increment PC by 1. Then HLT. HLT ante halt. So we are stopping the instruction cycle by clearing S tends to 0. Okay, sequence. CIR, CIL both are circular right and circular left. See, to understand these instructions, first you have to know shift instructions. So go through the shift instructions once, and if you don't understand, I will explain. They are also same. I think I will show the diagram. Maybe you forgotten that. So try to go through that. Circular right, circulars left. Now see here, now we'll get. I think this is last chapter. I think I explained this. CIR and CIL. Okay. So CIR and CIL is nothing but circular right and circular left. So what you have to do here? Shift right accumulator. Now accumulator is a 16-bit register. So accumulator is a 16-bit register. Now perform shift right. So right side. Okay. Now accumulator 15th bit what you are getting? E bit. So E bit what you are getting? Accumulator 0. So E bit you are getting accumulator 0. Okay. Accumulator 0 is transferred to E and E is transferred to accumulator 15. Okay. Then similarly circular left. So circular left is nothing but you have to do what? Circular left and you have to store the data in the accumulator. Then try to pass this E bit to accumulator 0 and accumulator 15th bit to E. And these two instructions will understand once if we solve the example. Then only we'll understand. Okay. So once you go through that, so if tomorrow I will explain that also by using one instruction. Okay. So go through the instructions. If any doubt is there, means you can ask. Similarly, next we will see the memory reference instructions. Okay. Whereas these are register reference instructions, we will not use the memory. Okay. We are not using the memory.
Sir,
చెప్పండమ్మా.
sir, what is the full form of HLT?
Halt, HALT, halt. Halt means stop. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Execute this instruction, we will stop the instruction cycle. Okay, we will not execute. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then next one is the memory reference instructions. Memory reference instructions means, so we need the help of the memory. Okay. So if you want to execute the memory reference instructions, we require the memory. Okay. To understand this, I am drawing something. Is it visible to all of you? 1, 2. I think it is visible only. So it is a memory, 3 memory locations are there here. So assume that in first memory location, I have the instruction code, some values. All of you see here, memory reference instructions, we require the memory. Now assume that this is the memory. This is the memory. I am writing as M. M is nothing but memory. Now assume that first operation into Japan, when D0 is active, which operation? I am doing the end operation. Okay. D0 when it is active, D0 when it is active, what is the opcode I have to give? The opcode that I have to give as 000. When it is 000, D0 is active. I have to do the end operation. So end operation with what? Accumulator with respect to, now assume that the AR value is 1. Anyone, what is M of AR? Anyone? M of AR. AR is 1. So M of 1 ante, so M of 1, we have some data. So M of 1, what is the data present here? 1, 1. Now do end operation 1, 1 with accumulator, then store that result in accumulator. Is it okay, all of you? So what is the end operation when D0 is active? M of 1. So whatever data is there in M of 1, with that I have to do end operation with accumulator and store in the accumulator. Similarly, second instruction చెప్పండి, when D1 is active ante first opcode చెప్పండి. When D1 is active, when it is 0, 0, 1. When 0, 0, 1, D1 is active, I am doing the add operation. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి accumulator with, now here also assume that AR is 1. Okay. AC plus M of 1. M of 1 ante meaning enti? The data which is present in that memory location level. 11 plus accumulator, store in accumulator. If any extra carry you are getting means store in E. So E is a single bit flip flop here. Okay. Then next one LDA. LDA ante meaning ente load accumulator. LDA ante load, A ante accumulator. So which line is active? D2. D2 ante number చెప్పండి. What is the opcode? 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. Check చేయండి. Suppose AR is here. I am changing AR. AR is 2. Now anyone, what is the accumulator result now? AR 2 kada. M of 2 ante what is the data present here? 12. So that 12 I have to pass to AC. So AC contains what now? 12. That means you are reading the data from memory. Are you understand? M of AR to AC. That means you are reading the data. Okay. Now similarly, STA. STA when D3 is active. STA ante store accumulator in memory. Okay. Now assume that accumulator is, assume that accumulator is no, anyway, no problem. Assume that accumulator is Assume that accumulator is 1. Assume that accumulator is 1. Accumulator is 1. Take AR as 1. Take AR as 1. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి ఏమవుతుందో. చెప్పండమ్మా. Assume that accumulator is 1 and AR is also what value? 1. So what happens now? AR is 1 and accumulator is 1. Then automatically assume that accumulator is 1. Assume that accumulator is 1. AR is also 1. M of 1 and the value in the check chesi cheppandi ikkada. M of 1 is 11 actually. Now but accumulator value I have to store in M of 1. So M of 1 at which location? This location. M of 1 means. So actually here it is 1 1 is there. Now you have to remove this 1 1 and you will get the new data that is 1. Okay. So this is nothing but STA, store accumulator. Store accumulator. Okay. So this, now can anyone say that it is memory read operation or write operation? You are writing in memory. So it is called as the memory write operation. STA is called as memory write operation. Whereas LDA is called as the memory read operation. Now next one is a simple one, BUN, branch unconditional. Branch unconditional means a simple example is, suppose you are executing program 1. So suppose BUN, branch unconditional. So you are not checking any condition, branch unconditional when D4 is active. Example is when you are executing program 1 and you are getting a interrupt. So directly you will go to the program 2 and you will execute the program 2. Okay. Once it is completed and once again will return back to the main program. So it is BUN. So AR has to be transferred to PC. This one is explained with one example. Okay. Then BSA. BSA is nothing but branch and save return address. BUN is nothing, sorry, in BUN only will go from program 1 to program 2. That's it. Okay. Now second one, BSA, branch and save return address. That means branch and save return address means you are executing program 1. Suppose you are getting an interrupt. So before going to that program, present program address will store it somewhere and you will go to program 2. Once it is completed, once again we will come back to program 1. That is branch save return address. Okay. Next one is ISZ, increment and skip on 0. Okay, I will that also I will explain with the help of one instruction. Okay. Now BSA. So here see here BUN చూడండి. BUN ఏముంది branch unconditional. So AR value whatever is there in PC how to transfer and clear sequence counter. Then once again the process starts T0 onwards. Okay. Now BSA I will explain. So BSA check cheyandi andaru. So what you are doing, PC whatever is there that I am transferring to AR, PC whatever is there I am transferring to the memory location which is pointed by AR. Okay. Then AR plus 1 will be stored in the PC. Okay. The meaning will understand if you go through these two diagrams. Okay. Andaru check cheyandi diagrams. First memory locations addresses cheppandi 20, 21, so that 135, 136. So subroutine is nothing but another program. Okay. Is it okay all of you? Subroutine ante some other program. Okay. So subroutine starts from where? Location cheppandi 136. And starting instruction execute చేస్తుంది ఏంటో చెప్పండి. We are executing the instruction 20th instruction we are executing. Okay. Now this is the timing signal T4. Okay. Now in 20th memory location, see here branch and save return address. Okay. 0 ante direct addressing mode and this 135 is the effective address where you have the, so 135 is nothing but the effective address. Okay. Now the command, see the command what you are doing here. PC we are storing in the PC you are storing in the M of AR. Okay. Now, anyone, what is the PC value here? PC, I already said the definition. PC is always points to the instruction. It's point to the address of the next instruction that you have to execute. Because చూడండి, PC contains the address of the next instruction that you have to execute. So while executing the 20th memory location, PC contains the 21st memory location. Okay. Now PC whatever is there that will be transferred to the specified by the AR. So what is AR here? 135. AR is 135. So in 135 I will store the 21. 135 I will store the 21. Now what is the answer I will get? Here we will get 21. In 135 location you will get 21. Then what is the PC value? Check cheyandi. AR plus 1. AR anta 135 plus 1. So 136. So once again you have to execute the program 2 from 136 onwards. Once the program is completed, now ikkada check cheyandi emundo. 1 branch unconditional 135. So what happens now? So you have to, 1 means indirect addressing mode. So this 135 will be transferred to the, ikkada check cheyandi, 135 is transferred to the PC. This AR contains the 135. This 135 will be transferred to the PC. Okay. So, sorry, no. Instruction is executing 20th. All of you listen once again. Instruction you are executing 20th. So PC contains the address of the next instruction, that is 21. So PC 21 it contains. Now how to, after executing BSA, next instruction address I have to store in somewhere. So 21 I have to store. So where I will store? In this 135 memory location I will store. So while going to the subroutine, I will store 135, the PC address, that is 135, I will store the 21. Then, ikkada chudandi command emundo, the second program starts from AR plus 1. So 135 plus 1, 136. So 136 onwards, second program is there. So we will execute that. After executing that, once again, you have to go back to the previous program. So one is nothing but indirect. BUN ante branch unconditional. And chudandi command emundo, AR whatever is there, you transfer to PC. So what is the value here? The value is nothing but 135. So this 135, so it will be transferred to the PC. So PC in 135 what it has? 21. So it will go to the 21 and it will execute once again that program. So ఇది చూడండి, this is two parts. This is the first part before execution, this part, and this part after execution. Check చేయండి. 135 లో ఏం పెట్టాము? Program counter value. Okay. Then 136 onwards I am executing the routine. Then 135 once again will return back and we will see the effective address 21. So we'll go to the 21 and we will execute that program. Okay. Try to read once. And I guess that I said no, increment and skip if 0. So it's simple. So చెప్పండమ్మా, if anyone, assume that AR is 1. Assume that AR is 1. M of 1 ఎంత ఉందో చూడండి వాల్యూ. లాస్ట్ కేసు M of 1 వాల్యూ ఎంత ఉంది? Is 1. M of 1 value is 1. 11 is overridden. Okay. So the new value is 1. So try to remember that is 1. So M of 1 means the value which is present in that memory location, that is also 1, is transferred to DR. The next timing signal I am incrementing the DR by 1. DR by 1 at anta? DR is 2. Now verify the DR value. What is the DR value? Now this DR value I have to store in the M of AR and verify, and you have to do this operation. So DR value will be stored in that, will transfer to that particular memory location and verify DR equal to 0 or not. Here DR is 2. So when DR is 2, so it is false. So we will not do this operation. If DR is 0 means I have to increment PC by 1, then sequence counter I have to clear. So only here what you are doing, you are incrementing the data register and verifying whether it is 0 or not. If it is 0, increment PC by 1. Otherwise, leave it. Is it okay, all of you? These are the memory reference instructions. Okay. So this one is those instructions that you executed. So T4 and T5. So T4, what you are doing, whatever operand is that you are reading. And in T4 cycle, what you are doing, whatever data which is present in the AR, pointed by AR, that will be transferred to DR. Then do the end operation, do store in the accumulator. Okay. Now next topic is input and output and interrupt. We'll see only input and output. Okay. Input and output is nothing but see, always input is nothing but your devices that you have input. No, mouse, keyboard, all those are the input devices, and those are called peripheral devices also. Output devices ante your print screen, LCD, otherwise monitor. All those are the output devices. Okay, and between your computer and peripheral devices, there has to be some interface, and always these peripheral devices are slow when you compare with the computer. So always computer will take the time to get the input. Okay. Now see the diagram, this diagram, input and output. This is nothing but input and output. Okay. చూడండి సింపుల్ చెక్ చేయండి ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో. Keyboard, this side keyboard, that means when you are entering anything in the keyboard, okay, that will be transferred to the input register by using a transmitter interface. That is nothing but serial communication, this one. Okay, serial communication. Okay, and from input register we will transfer the data to accumulator in parallel. So exam lo kuda is important. So between parallel is INPR to INPR ante input register to accumulator is parallel, whereas keyboard to INPR is nothing but serial. Okay. Now similarly, in the computer, if you want to display some data on the screen, means you will transfer that to output register in parallelly. Okay, this is also parallel. Okay, and you will transfer this data with the help of the receiver interface serially to the printer. Okay. So this is the general diagram, and here two single bit flip-flops are there. First one is the FGI, then next one is FG. Oh, because output, no. Now here, what are the significance of these two flags? Okay. Now all of you understand this, what I said. This is normal, you already know, but understand that between accumulator and registers is parallel, whereas register to your output device or input device is serial. Okay. Now try to remember that. Now you are entered something on the keyboard. Now you entered something on the keyboard that will be transferred to the INPR in alphanumeric code, and this flag will be set to 1. This flag will be set to 1. Are you understanding, all of you, what I said? When you enter some data, now initially assume that this flag is 0. Initially FGA is 0. Now you entered some data. The data will be converted into the alphanumeric code and transferred to INPR. Then this flag becomes set 1. This flag becomes 1 ante set. When this is 1, the meaning is the information is present in INPR. So computer will verify, accumulator means computer will verify this flag. When it sees this flag as 1, means information is available in the INPR. Then what it will do, this information it will be accepted. The computer accepts the information from the input register. Then it clears the then it clears the flag to 0. Then it clears the flags to 0. Are you understand? Once again, I will say. Now this flag to 0. Now once again, press on the keyboard. So new data will be passed to INPR and it will become now, once again, this flag will become 1. That means information is available in the input register. Now the computer verify this flag. So it is 1. So what it will do, it will check, it will take that data from input register. But one more point, when this flag is 1, and once again you strike the key, once again you enter the keyboard, because this flag is already 1, so this input register will not take the data from keyboard. If the input register is free, then it can take the data. If the input register is already contains some data, means it will not take the new data. So when the flag is 1 means, so input register will not take any data from keyboard even if you press number of keys. When this flag becomes 0, then only input register will take the data. And computer will check this and it sees that it is 1. So what it has to do? It has to clear. It will take that data and it will clear to 0. Then if you strike anything on keyboard, the data will comes to input register. Okay. This is for input register. And similarly for then FGO is nothing but here, see here, that is the point I said. What is the point I said here they written? FGI is set to 1 means new information is available in the input device and is clear to 0 when the information is accepted by computer. That is the point I said. Then FGO. FGO is nothing but 1-bit output flag, and if FGO is set to 1, this means that the computer can send out information from accumulator to output register. Okay. If it is 0, then the output device is busy and computer has to wait. Okay. So the meaning is when FGO is 1, you can send the data to output computer to printer. Okay. But assume that when FGO is 0 means already we are printing something. So we are printing already some data. So we can't transfer data from computer to your output peripheral device. Okay, that you try to remember. It will be when it is cleared, then it will become 0. So FGO is nothing but this is nothing but one bit flip flop. It is nothing but 1 bit, and it is nothing but output flag. FG ante flag, want output flag. FG and I input flag. Okay. So if FGO is 1, from computer I can send the data to printer. Suppose FGO is 0, that means computer cannot send the data to printer because output device already it is printing some data. Okay, these are the points that you have to write for input and output. FGO, FGI, are you saying what? FGI is 1 means data is available in the input register. So the computer verify that, and if it is 1, it will take the data and it will clear to 0. So once again, the input register will take the new data from keyboard. Okay. And tomorrow we'll see the interrupt. Okay. So input output, few instructions are also there. So input output instructions ke code ento cheppandi. Anyone? Input output code. Check cheyandi ikkada. D7 is 1, I is 1. So when it is D7, I T3 is called as input output instructions. So check cheyandi ikkada. D7 IT3 is called as the input output instructions. IR of I ante ikkada bits ante 6 to 11. So 6 to 11 ante any operations vastayi? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So cheppandi, if 11th bit is active, B11. If I is 11, B11th bit. B11th bit enti? Input. So input ante enti chudandi? Input character to AC. Okay, that means it is getting from input register. Similarly, output aithe B10. That means I equal to 10. So that is out. So from AC to peripheral device, monitor. Then SKI. SKI ante chudandamma B9 So it is nothing but skip on input flag. Okay, you have to skip if input flag is 1. Check cheyandamma. FGA is 1. So then PC has to increment by 1. Then skip on output flag. FGO is 1 means increment PC by 1. Then interrupt on. IEN ante interrupt on. Okay. Interrupt on ante you have to store in IEN interrupt enable 1. Interrupt off ante IEN is nothing but 0. I have to clear IEN. So tomorrow we'll see the interrupt. So this is the input and output. Tomorrow we'll see the interrupt. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask. So if anyone have any doubt, you can ask. Still 2 to 3 minutes is there. Later I will close the session and I will send this PPT to your group. Okay.